It's so
We were on
silly.
my
You
way to go
have
pick up my car, and then it wasn't ready. They took the seat out, and they trying to charge me $8,000 to fix some seats. I'm like, y'all can kiss my ass.
why? What's wrong with the seats?
So when I was on tour with the play, my car was in the garage. I have a car in a Range Rover. My fancy car is a Bentley, and it wasn't started for 2 months during the winter, so
Okay.
the battery died. And when the battery died,
Uh,
yeah, so the it made the car kind of sink down, so it messed up the struts. They want 15,000 to fix the struts. And then now the when we replace the batteries, like it's like the seats don't recline anymore. So like they want to charge 8 grand for that. So we're gonna try to figure out a way to get around that. I'm like, no.
for a recline?
Because they said the modules went out, so they're like
Ay,
$2,300
Dios
each.
santo.
And my warranty just expired the month prior. So they wanted 25,000 to fix everything. I said, yeah, kiss my ass. And then my key doesn't work, the fob. They want $2,000 for a new
Oh,
key. The
oh
key thing thinks
man.
he can like we ordered one from Amazon that was $70. And if you just take the computer chip from the old key and put it in the new key, he thinks he can do it. Because the dealership will always try to screw you. So yeah,
Yeah, facts, facts. And that's the first lesson here at Los Lounge. The dealership will always try to screw
the dealership will always screw you with no Vaseline, no baby
you.
oil.
And away we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Claudia Jordan, the
Thank
incomparable
you.
Claudia Jordan. We are not going to waste any time.
Thank you.
You look gorgeous, beautiful. Thank you for doing this.
Of
And you have
course.
the best lighting in your room, and I'm dying over here with the worst.
So I have two ring. I have a ring light and then a square light. So I have one right there, like on both sides. So that's what helps. So if that helps
Okay,
you, do you have any ring lights?
in front of me
Just one? Okay. When you get another
next
one,
time.
yeah, just
Next
two and
time,
it
one
helps.
here, one here. And it's a master class, really, on media and presentation. I am your host, Los Carlos Reyes. I have been manifesting this conversation for the last 3 years. And before we begin, because I promised I wouldn't gush, but if I don't gush a little bit and just kind of get in my little groupie bitch number one,
Supporter.
one day I'll grow up. I just want to just before I forget, is just say thank you so much. I know you're a busy woman. I know I'm supporting all of it. This means the world to me. Thank you.
Oh, it's my
It
pleasure.
would
You're
be
like one of my favorites. Like the videos you post are so good. I'm like, if I'm whenever I'm in a position to like hire you for something, I will. Like you're good, you're funny, like you have a great sense of humor, the references you find. Every time you post a video, I used to send them to Funky and Al or
yeah.
my producer, or now I send them to Erica and we're cracking up laughing. Like your videos are great. You're
Oh my
really good at
God.
that. Like you
Thank you.
please give your accept these flowers. You're so good at that. Really funny.
Thank you. I accept that. And with that said, thank you for just for your kindness. I have to tell you something. Before we continue, because she'll kick my ass, and we'll begin. My mom sends all her love to you.
What's up,
My
moms? How you
Mom Dukes
doing?
wanted to be here, and I said absolutely not. In fact,
What?
she's outside right now scratching at the door.
You
Um,
can let her come. Maybe at the end you can let her come in. How about that?
no, 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 no. This is you and I. I've been waiting for this before. Oh, also, cheers to you. I know you had a hectic. I look. I messaged you. I told you.
You did. I'm trying to lose
I
weight. I need to lose 10 pounds. I have a movie that I need to get ready for. And I just saw one of the scenes. I got to be in workout clothes with my best friend, Annie Alonzo, who's ripped and has 0% body fat. And I'm over here probably at 30%. So I got to like chill out.
I need you to cut it out. All right, let's get right into it.
Okay.
Also, I received a letter today. So this is a letter actually to you. So why I'm getting mail for you in my house is disrespectful, Miss Jordan, but here it goes. Uh, Dear Miss Claudia Jordan, and who wrote this? Oh, here we go. We, the undersigned members of the Low Lounge Co-host Coalition, Harry, Renzo, and Jasmine, my co host, humbly extend our deepest thanks and sincerest gratitude for joining this episode. More importantly, and finally, for giving our dear brother Karlos the one thing we've all prayed for, peace of mind. Hey, for weeks, no months, no, maybe a couple of years, we've endured it. Claudia this, Claudia that. Did you hear what she said on the show? Look at this clip. Look at her cat. Shout out to Six, by the way. At one point, we were generally concerned the man was going to rename his show Claudia's Lounge. Thought about it. No, no, no. So trust us when we say we truly hope Karlos isn't annoying you, disturbing you, or quite frankly, saying something outrageously Karlos, because while you're witnessing it live, we've been living with it for many years in surround sound.
These are your friends?
Sorry, Janet. I hope that didn't wake you up.
These are your friends?
That's why you bastards aren't on today's episode. And so it goes.
Me and you, baby. Me and you. That's it.
All right, listen. Let's start from the top, and I really want to dig deep. And I know your time is valuable, so what I want to
So
really start with is Rhode Island. Shout out to Rhode Island, your home state, right?
I see you got
You
a
are,
Boston hat on.
I couldn't tell you a name of any of the players on the team. I could just tell you some of those poppies look really good. Um, so
Yeah.
can you please tell me? I'm interested to know what was your childhood like, and did Claudia dream this up as a little girl?
No, never. I wanted to be a scientist. I was quiet. I was a nerd. I used to play in the woods and the ponds and catching tadpoles and snapping turtles and bringing them back home. I used to try to
Mm,
save all the animals. Like I would find a bird with a hurt wing and try to nurse it back. That was us all day long. I remember bringing snapping turtles home and putting in the bathtub. My mother's like, "Get that goddamn thing out of my house," you know? So I always thought I'd work in science and like biology and work like that. I remember it was like 1984. I was 11 and my mom bought a set of encyclopedias and that sparked something. Like I have always been interested in the truth, never really fairy tales. I really wasn't into that. So I would just read encyclopedias every night. I would just grab a different letter. Like, okay, tea. I read all things about tea, Taiwan, theater, treading, tires, Tokyo. So I would know random facts about a lot of different things, which made me very smart and good at trivia. And yeah, I wanted to be in science. And then I went to college and like first semester, I was an English minor. I went by the radio station and the newspaper and
Baldwin Wallace University. Did I get that right?
college. Yep, Baldwin Wallace
College.
College.
Okay. Okay.
And then they asked me to, I don't know, I was like, let me submit an article. It was like a fashion, but it was very sarcastic, poking fun at like how they dressed. And they loved it. So that changed my whole career, my whole trajectory. One teacher said, "You're a really good writer and you're funny." And I'm like, "I am." And like, it's just so important to have good teachers that see, that can recognize talent because I changed my major to communications and broadcasting and got the first hip hop radio show at my college in 1992. Stayed with the newspaper. And then here we are. That was 1992. That's a long time ago.
I was a 10-year-old boy.
Huh? You were
I'm not
10.
called.
Oh my
I was
God.
10. I was 10. I could still tell you everything that was going
Are
on
you
in
42? You're
1992.
only 42? You're 42?
43.
I thought
43.
I thought you were younger. Okay.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Every year I'm getting closer to Medicare.
Listen, hopefully it's still around.
I know. Oh my God. Let me ask you something. What was childhood like? Because I know you have your sibling, your brother.
Mhm.
I know you love your mom. Pops, I think you mentioned not
Yeah,
really in the picture.
they got divorced when I was 10, so he really wasn't present, although he was like in New England. He lived in
Okay.
Connecticut. And he didn't really come around that much. So my mom was like mom and dad, you know. I only remember him really being at like maybe one or two track meets. And then
Mm,
my mother went to everything. And then, you know, she was a super mom. And
wow.
so I think he came to when I was in Miss USA. He came to
Okay.
that and maybe like another pageant. But mom was at everything. So, you know, I don't
Okay.
hate him, not like that. But my mother, she's a really, really good present mother. Like, never bought herself anything. So never went shopping for herself. She would always do for us. Like I never saw her splurge on anything for herself. And I mean nothing, no purses, no
Yeah.
nothing. But she always made sure that we had, you know, we looked nice, presentable. We would go to Italy to visit our family. The Italian side is all in Italy. None of them are in America. She's by herself in this country.
Okay.
So yeah, so you know, you know, he brags on us now, of course, because both of his kids turned out to be successful. My brother is a professor. Well, he's a high school teacher. Then he's a head track coach. Like he works in education. His wife is the new CEO of AARP in big CEO executive now.
Wow. Wow.
Very
Okay.
successful. She would
Okay.
host Hillary Clinton and very notable people when they would come to Boston. And, you know, she would interview them. Like she's like in the who's who circles. They have a
Okay.
second home in Martha's Vineyard. Like Their kids are like the Obama kids at this point, okay? Like they're Ivy League schools.
I'm smelling money.
Yeah, yes, they got that. They definitely got that. I'm like, damn, I should have stayed in biology.
So I gotta ask you something because and I'm just gonna adjust my camera here.
Mhm,
I want to ask you something because you've seen how close I am with my mom. Like I've sent you like little snippets, and I'm
mhm.
her only child, so I couldn't imagine being that far from my mom. What's that like on your heart and on your mind, on your energy? Because we all need our mom right there, right? We all want to just run to her. Is how you doing
Um,
with that?
it's not bad because my mom is still sees me as a 17-year-old. So she can be a
Oh,
little naggy. She still talks to
oh,
me like I'm a little kid. So I miss her and I go see her. Then after a couple days, I'm like, stop it,
okay.
mom. She's like, um, did you eat the vegetable? Like she's really like talks to me like I'm a little kid. I'm like, Mom, I'm 52. I'm good. She's like, I know she means well, but I'm already an Aries and we hate being told what to do. Even if you're right, we're like, oh, please stop it. But
I
yeah,
get
but
it.
I'm trying to plan a trip so I could take her somewhere like in the Caribbean or something soon.
Oh, one of your wonderful excursions. Aruba?
You know
Aruba?
what? She's never been to Aruba. Maybe I'll do that.
Hey, listen, one of the things that you have really important that's coming out, and I don't want to forget that, is this film called Run. It's a sci-fi thriller coming out on August 29th. You can catch that nationwide here in the US. August 29th. I did get this correct, right?
Yes, you're good. You're
Okay,
good. You got it.
perfect. It's a sci-fi thriller. And who is the director of this film?
Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston wrote it. So they
Excellent.
have a really big deal over at Tubi, though this one was not a Tubi film. They financed this themselves,
Okay.
and they put a lot of money into the special effects, the
Okay.
CGI, the aliens. Like does not
Yeah.
look cheesy at all. It's actually if you go to the movies now, any theaters, and you look at the trailer for when you go see like, Jurassic Park, they play our trailer in one of the movie trailers. So
Oh,
it's a huge push with Regal Theaters, Cinemark, all the big theaters. Like we will be everywhere. It's a theatrical national release. So this
okay.
is a huge deal. We're really excited about this. My best friend Annie Alonza, she's on
Mhm.
SWAT, Charlie's Angels. She's the Tupac movie, everything. Chicago
Wait,
Fire.
Charlie's Angels, the movie?
The remake when they had the TV series on NBC.
Got you. My
Yeah, she
apologies.
was the no, she was the black girl. Like she had like light skin. I think she had like big curly hair.
Okay.
She had the lead, and then she asked Chris. She like pushed me to be in it, and like she really has my back. Like she doesn't have to be like that. And I heard her once last time I was at her house. I heard her on the phone talking to Chris again about this next movie we're about to do, and I heard her pitching me. I didn't ask her to. She just
Mm,
took it upon herself. And as he's talking to her about the lead, she's like, "Well, there's a best friend role, and I just think you need to use Claudia for it." And
mm.
he was like, let me see, get it approved. And then lo and behold, I just got my offer on Monday. So we'll be doing that in a week and a half. We'll be filming that in Atlanta.
Congratulations, congratulations. So
Yeah.
can you just give us a little idea of what this film's about? It's a sci-fi thriller. I saw aliens and what have
Yes.
you. Talk a little bit about what the plot is and what have you.
So Annie's the star of it, the lead, and it starts off with like four friends about to go to Annie's wedding, and something happens where she just runs away. And we decide to take her on a girls' trip up in the mountains to kind of get her mind off of her broken heart. So we go up into the mountains, and while we're out of commission, kind of away from civilization, there's an invasion of the world. And we are dealing with that with no communication and everything.
Oh,
So you'll see what happens. And it's really, we shot in the mountains of Big Bear in California where there were actual bears and all kind of things in the woods. We were outside doing stunts, falling, all kind of stuff. I cannot wait to see this movie. But there's
right,
still
right.
fun, there's little tender moments between friends. It was so fun. And they did a great job with the casting. Like we all really, really like each other now. Like the girls, the cast, we have a group chat. Like we really bonded on this movie. We really, really
Good,
did.
good, good,
And
good.
there was a big fire during the movie, and we had to evacuate Big Bear Mountain. And then maybe that was part of like what bonded us together as well. Like we kind of were like in the movie we're running, and in real life we were running for our lives. Like we had to like pack and get the hell up out of that mountain. And it was so much smoke for like miles and ash covered everything. It was scary. It was very scary.
This is your big first box office release. Am I correct?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes. How's that feel? Talk about that emotion.
Yes, listen, not that there's anything wrong with Tubi because Tubi has great things, but a premiere, movie shows, and you just go on the app and watch it. That's one thing. But when it's a premiere and an opening night, you get to dress up and promote it and do press, and then see it in the theater with everyone and hear the reactions.
Yes.
That's just a different level. Like, and it's exciting. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
it just feels like I'm going in the right direction.
What was your experience like? Because you just finished going on a nationwide tour. Games Women Play was the play that you guys were on. And unfortunately, I didn't get to go. I really wish you guys like came to like just like Connecticut or Massachusetts. I'm
I
in
know.
Massachusetts.
I talked to someone say they might be bringing it back in the fall so if we do go up there, I got you. So you'll be my
Oh my
guest.
God, I would love to go and
Sure.
attend. How is that like? Because you just finished saying there's nothing like hearing the audience reaction, right? But
Yeah.
when you're on a stage, it's that raw emotional connection. There are no redos. Talk about what that's like for you. And what was that experience like overall?
I'm not gonna lie, before opening night, I had a total breakdown and cried to our director, Carl Payne, because I was like, I'm not good enough. You guys are all so good at this. And I was so nervous. And I'm playing basically myself. I'm playing a talk show host and I open the show, but you have to bring the energy. If I start the show off with low energy, that's what the audience is going to be on. Like I have to get them up in the first
Gotcha.
scene. So I was
Gotcha.
like feeling the pressure, but let me tell you, after like a few cities, well-oiled machine, the cast, we
Oh,
really bonded. It's exciting. You come out and everyone's excited, they're dressed up. Certain cities were extra rowdy and loud, and we loved it. Detroit was so good. St. Louis.
yeah.
Surprisingly, LA. We would think LA would be bougie. They were not.
They gave it up good.
They did. We were so surprised and we really bonded. I mean, that play, the energy, like, and what was fun is, when it's live, it's not gonna be the same exact play every night. Like someone might mess up a line or add something new. And we react in real time. Like we're laughing. There was one time when Carl came out with this ridiculous outfit. I don't know if he thought it was cute or if
I
he was just
saw
trying.
that.
Oh my God. I lost it. Everyone broke character. It was so funny. And I love that in a play you can do that. You
Yeah,
can do that.
yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah, yeah. The,
great.
the, the
I love
element of
it.
freedom.
I think it makes you a better actor because there is a lot of pressure on you. When you're doing film, it's like, oh, I messed up. Can we do it again? Oh yeah, I'll give you as many takes as you need. Live, you got to get it together. So I
Yeah.
think it's gonna make me be better at nailing my lines next film. You know what I mean? Like less
So,
takes.
so what's that prep like? Because I'm imagining, are we going out at night when we're doing a nationwide play? Are we getting our rest? You're always on your fitness, so I
Mhm.
know you stay on top of that. What does that process look like versus going on set?
Um, with the play, I'm friends with Demetria and she loves to hang out. That girl never gets tired. So we talked all this, we gonna kick it and all this, and she did. But she was very confident. Demetria knows her lines and everybody else's lines. She's a pro at this play thing. She's
Um,
so good. This is like her third play with Jacarius. So she wasn't as nervous as I was. I was really exhausted doing this play and a little homesick. So I think I went out maybe twice the entire time. I really wasn't trying to mess around, honestly. And there were days we'd have two shows, a 3 p.m. and an 8 p.m. So we would get to the theater at 1 and we wouldn't
mm.
get out of there till like 11:30 at night. So there was no, I wouldn't go out and Dimitri would be like, "Oh, you a punk? I thought you was." She'd talk shit to me. I'm like, "Girl, I am 52 years old. I am going to my room and I'm ordering room service."
Okay,
So
that part. Per,
yeah.
per, per.
But movies a little bit more lenient, but if you have a lot of dialogue, you don't want to be looking all crazy because your face, unlike here on the screen, is 2 inches, right? But in a theater on a 20-foot screen, your face is 7 feet tall. Like you will see everything, so you want to try to kind of keep it together.
So you're
So.
drinking lots of water, as
Mhm.
Wendy Williams would say, moisturizing and all that wonderful stuff.
Well, I'm
Clearly,
trying to lose
clearly.
weight now for the next one because, like my face is getting a little puffier as I get older, and I find now at this age, if I have something salty, I'm gonna see a line here. So,
Don't the
I'm
body be changing?
oh my God, yeah, like grays in your eyebrows. Certain foods stay with me a lot longer. Like if I eat a steak and cheese sandwich, I'm gonna look pregnant for 2 weeks. That's just what it is. So before film, I want to start trying to cutting all the salt, and I'm probably gonna go do my second workout after this podcast.
Let's
So.
get right into that too, because you cook. You cook from what I see. Where
Yes.
did that did mom teach you or that just came along?
Sadly, although I have an Italian mother, I didn't get one that could really doesn't really throw down. I got gypped. I did. And it's because, and to her credit, it's because she's like allergic to everything now.
Oh,
So she can't do black pepper. She can't do ginger. She can't do brown sugar. She can't do the, so her food has to be very bland.
okay.
So I was like just a trial and error type of person. Like I would find recipes and try to like add my own little touch to them. But I really love taking care of people. Like if you were in Texas, I'd be like, yo, come over. I'm making lasagna or linguine and clams, and I'm making this like frozen lemonade drink. Like I love feeding people. I think that's my love language, acts of
Yeah.
service, and I love like taking care of everybody. So I usually make a ton of food, and I eat like one bowl of it, and it's for everybody. I have all these to-go containers at my house. Chancey would always
Mhm.
come and take like has probably 500 of my Tupperwares right now. Like she just never gives it back to me.
We're now raising a GoFundMe for glass Tupperware, for
Please.
Claudia Jordan.
Thank you. I need it back.
Okay. I want to get into all of the stuff that you have done, right? So what project made you feel most in control or that you really, really thoroughly enjoyed? Because you've done so much from The Apprentice, am I correct?
Hmm.
To Deal or No Deal. You also had the Foxhole Show with Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx.
Yeah.
You've done a lot, Claudia. Your resume, and I have your credentials. I mean, I don't know why I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to impress you off the top of my head.
No, you're doing
But I
really
mean,
good.
thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, everything down from and if, correct me if anything is wrong here. Film appearances, Trippin', yes,
Yeah.
yes.
1999, I think.
Simone, Nora's hair salon, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You've done so much. My
And I
God.
know it kind of irritates me when people just want to reduce me to like a one season wonder on Housewives. I'm like, that's one line on my resume, you guys. Like, it's not.
Yeah, no, 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 no. And I know it looks like a look. Mother's put in the work. Sister has been around doing the work, getting in her bag. Which one of those shows? And if I left out anything, I know College Hills, Celebrity Edition, Deal or No Deal, Island Edition. What gave you the most gratification? What did you have the most fun on?
I will say, doing the radio show with Jamie Foxx on
Hmm.
Friday night, Friday afternoons, every day, people would tune in. First of all, I'm second chair. I'm the sidekick to an Oscar winner. Jamie Foxx is one of the most
Her, her,
talented performers in history.
her.
This man, I'm watching him tell a story. Like he's like one of the greatest storytellers ever. He makes every story entertaining. He can make a song at the drop of a hat on the spot about what we're talking about and make it funny. And then he has this ability to kind of, I don't know, get people to open up on his show. See, back then there weren't cameras in the studio. We were before the Breakfast Club, the Joe Buns podcast. We were before, Drink Champs. We were these shows before. We were the first one in the urban space to kind of be inappropriate, to kind of go against the norms. We would get canceled for any of the stuff we would say back then today. There was no way.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
because we didn't have cameras on us, it was just yourself. Nobody was worrying about, being poised. Like, I can't say that. No, you said what the fuck you want to say, and you were fighting to get your voice heard. It's a room full of like eight of us. And you
Mm,
better, that's what made me learn how to get in and get out, like make a quick one-liner. And I became known as a shooter after that. They would call me a sniper. So I'm trying to have my voice heard amongst seven men, six men that are all trying to like, talk loud and make Jamie laugh. And we were sponsored by Budweiser. Or I'm sorry, Bud Light. So whenever you had the best joke or a really funny joke, Jamie Foxx would say, Claudia Jordan, Bud Light joke of the day. And then, the guys would try to compete. They wanted to like one up you. So it was a friendly kind of competition. That show was amazing. And because of the success, Jamie gave me my own show, a spin-off show called Claudia Jordan and Friends. So I'm always bringing my friends, always. I love that. I've always been like, okay, it's cool you're giving it to me, but I enjoy being on a team. So I had like four of my girls on, and we talked sex, politics,
I
relationships. It
love
was
it.
really fun and edgy. And
Yeah.
that was a really good show. So VH1 had reached out to me and wanted us to come in and thought it wanted to make it into a TV show. We went in for a pitch meeting. We didn't know what we were doing. Within 1 hour of the pitch meeting, they called my phone. Claudia,
Wow.
we love it. We want to
Yeah.
talk about a season and then what next season looks like. They wanted to give me a decent check. They wanted to give the other girls a very disrespectfully low amount of money. Now, I told my friends from the beginning, because we were doing that show for free, stick with me, I'm gonna get us paid one day. Just stick with me. So here I am finally getting us to the thing, and I felt like really bad, like, yeah, it'd be good for me,
Yeah. Yeah.
but like, damn, you know? And we probably should have just taken the deal because you always get lowballed at first and then you build. And I think we could have, because they were already talking about second season, but we weren't allowed to film our shows from someone. It wasn't Jamie. He had
Mhm.
nothing to do with it, but we kind of got blocked from filming where we were in the studio. And they said, well, we don't think it's the time right now. And we never got the opportunity again. So we had to like let it go. And I was so crushed because
Mm.
we were so far ahead of our time. And who knows what we could have been. This is before the real. This was like 2000 and like five, six.
Got you. Got you. Got you.
It's crushing. I
Got you.
never had the chance again to
Yeah.
do it. And I felt awful about it. But we had some really good shows. But I had a
That's
lot of freedom. I
awesome.
could do whatever I wanted. I can cuss. Jamie would come by, like we
Love
had
it.
celebrity. It was great.
Love it. And so I'm late to the Claudia Jordan party, right? Because
Mhm.
you came into my world via during the pandemic. And
Mm. Yeah.
yeah, through Cocktails with Queens and Fox Soul and what have you. But I've also seen you, I've known that you were on Real Housewives before, and I've
Mhm.
also seen you on Wendy as well too.
Yeah.
So when you came into my world, right? So to speak, I was like, she's so dope. You reminded me of my two sisters, Angie and Leslie. Shout out to Angie and Leslie. And I think I've told you this before. And I'm like, she's so dope. Like she's one of the girls that I would kick it with back at school or just even around the area. Like just you just remind me of so many women that I respect. So
Mhm.
I adore you. But I know I'm late to the party, and then I start looking at old videos, and you start posting your stuff, and I'm like, I'm not late to the party, pendejo. You're right on time. You've been rocking with her forever. The Backstreet Boys video, the Chico de Bars, like these are stuff that I used to watch on BT, on MTV when they used to show music videos, right?
Yeah, the
When it
good
was
old
all
days.
about the fucking music, man. Things have
Hmm.
changed. So,
Hmm.
I guess I'm not late. I'm right on time. And with that said, please tell me about although I kind of have an intuitive idea. But how was your experience at Foxo, and how does it feel now, just to even reconnect with Q? Because that was beautiful, and I loved the episode when he was on Accidentally Informed, which is
Yeah.
on every Wednesday night with the fabulous Erica
Love
Cobb.
her. Hey, we're gonna have Angela
He's
Oakley on
incredible.
tomorrow from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I saw. I'm there, and I'm there. And hey, thank you for suggesting for Erica to do the show. I haven't reached out to her yet, but because I wanted to really focus on this, but I will.
Yeah,
Erica,
she's
I'm
great.
coming for you.
And
She really is.
she's got a production company too. Like you should talk to I think you should be like doing some like I love the content you do, like the way you
Thank
edit and
you.
stuff. Like I think you are brilliant at that. Like you really are. Like
Thank
I
you.
be dying from your videos. Like you're so like I'm telling you, I'm not blowing smoke. You are so good at that.
Thank you
You
so
are.
much. I appreciate it. Can I be honest with you without
Mhm.
blowing my secret? I do it all on a little celly, you know?
Really?
Yes, I kid you not, on my free
How'd
time.
you
It's
learn how
not
to
like
do that? You taught yourself?
I taught myself on this particular app. I don't want to give away my secrets,
No,
and I
don't.
just love it, and it just keeps updating and upgrading and bringing new features. And I love to be creative. So any chance that I can do something like that, it's my pleasure. So thank
Yeah,
you.
no, it's great. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
what was the question you asked me? Oh,
Oh my
Foxhole.
God, child, I forgot.
So it's crazy because, I was with Foxhole, I won't say day one. I was like a day two person. Like I think I started with the network maybe a month or two into their creation, but I feel very responsible for the success of a lot of it. The top shows were mine, were ones that was a part of. And I was in studio at one point before COVID. It was called Out Loud with Claudia Jordan, and
Out loud. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes.
I was flying back and forth to LA from Dallas and putting myself up in a hotel, paying for it, getting so much taxes taken out of my pay, out of California taxes. And then really, I was almost breaking even with the money I spent on hotels, rental cars, but I felt it was where I'm supposed to be. So I'm just saying that to people got to sometimes sacrifice. Um, so I was doing it and I started getting some traction with my interviews. I remember I interviewed April Jones from Love and Hip Hop.
Mm,
K Michelle, Christian Keys. And if you go back, now I know people like to shit on, oh, the numbers. Go look at how many the numbers I had back then. 400,000, 600,000. We were doing numbers before we had any promotion.
yeah.
So we were just getting like, man, it's a success. Like we're winning. Like it's growing, 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 growing. COVID hits. Right when
Mm,
like basically I'm 4 months into the show. I'm like 4 months in, COVID hits. They like we shut down for a week. They were scared that, some we didn't know what this was. They sent everybody home and they said we're gonna just do the show, from home. It was a huge difference in the quality of the show, being in a beautifully lit, gorgeous studio, and then being on Zoom. Wi-Fi was suspect, the background was shitty. And then everyone's home. Like there just wasn't as
yeah.
much effort into like, our guests were just like, we were filling space.
Yeah.
People weren't really
I understand.
inspired. There's nothing going on. There's no more concerts. So
Yeah.
it went from 400,000, 500,000 views, a million to 2,000 to 3,000 to hundreds sometimes. Like it just wasn't. So we were coming up with different themes to try to kind of get people interested again. Like, okay, what are we gonna do tonight? So one night, my producer Justin Hart came up with the idea of cocktails with queens as a night, a theme for just tonight. All right, tonight's show is, and he came up with that name. And I think he knew I knew Vivica and Lisa Ray. So I think his idea was to get Selena and basically put this together. We did the show. It was magic from day one, right?
Mm.
One time thing. I'm like, oh my God, that was so fun. As soon as we got the phone, I called James. I'm like, James DeBose, who was running Foxhole. I
Okay.
said, yo, this needs to be a weekly thing. Like, this felt really good. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, do you want to give up your show for that? And I said, I don't have an ego. If we have a better product with multiple people, I have no problem sharing my platform. Plus, I still
Sure.
have Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on myself. And honestly, it was getting kind of bored with just me and like whatever virtual guests we could find online. It just wasn't as exciting. And I was excited. And plus, we were in isolation during COVID. I just want to
Yeah.
see other people. Like, I need some company. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
felt really good. So I called up, first person I called up was Vivica. I was like, girl, you gotta come back. She's like, and she had a podcast at the time, and this is what she said to me, and she won't mind me telling you, girl, 2 million hits. I'll come back, but I have my own podcast. You guys to come with some coins. I said, respect, I got you. And I got all the other girls on board. I called James. I'm like, listen, what kind of budget can we like offer them something? So we talked, we got a number. They accepted it. And honestly, within maybe 6 months, not even, they got a
Yeah.
raise like triple the amount.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I love providing opportunities and creating jobs for people. I love one of my favorite things to do, Lowe's, is to call someone and say, I got you something. And you're
Mm.
getting paid this. Like that's how it was when I called Q and Al, like, hey guys, I got, one night a week, and then I remember 2 nights a week, and then 3 nights a week. And they were so excited that every time, it would grow because it would double their income, then triple their income, so it was beautiful. So yeah, and then it just worked, and we were going viral like every week, and it
You are
just
so selfless and so wonderful and really kind to your people. And I see the way you are with your girlfriends. I see you have your big girlfriends crew. Uh, there's all beautiful women. God bless them
Mhm.
all. God bless you all. Um, but you are the real deal. That's all I have to say. That's
You
all I
know,
have to say.
I like that you like see me because I feel like
I
a lot of
do.
people don't, and they want me to be this bad guy so bad that I'm not, because I do have a smart ass mouth, and I'm a little rough on the edges. So if you're just looking at the outside or just hearing me in passing, you might think, oh, she's a hater, or she's a bitch, or but no, the core of me is like, let's collab. I've never been me. Like, no, just the Claudia Jordan show. No, I can't share the platform. I'm not going to tell you about my audition. I love sharing. Like, to me, is nothing more fun than us all blowing up and us all like girl, remember when we were struggling and we couldn't go to crustaceans and now
Okay.
we fighting over the bill? Like I love that. I love that. I really do. And I
What's
think,
crustaceans? I'm sorry, I don't know what that is.
oh, it's a really expensive restaurant in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
A crab that we buy in the East Coast for $5 is like 105 now. And
Thanks,
it's
Trump.
expensive, but it's so good. It's bougie. It's some bougie, some rich people shit. It's in Beverly Hills.
Well, let's get into another topic I'm dying to talk to you about. Well, I know you know. I know you know. Free Wendy
Hey, Wendy
Williams.
Williams, yes.
Come on, man. It's still, I don't really know where we're at with all this right now, but a big up to her family and whatnot. I also know that Wendy is one of your friends, so I'm here. I have her here for good luck because I was a little nervous before you logged on. Talk, and and don't, I don't want you to, I know you've spoken to Wendy, so I don't want to ask for you to share with, that's none of my business.
No,
But what I do want to know, how did she sound? What was that energy like? And have you spoken to her again since that initial call?
okay, I'm gonna share something with you. It's just not being disrespectful, but it was only a few seconds. I was doing a shoot and my phone rang and it was a blocked number. So I picked up and my makeup artist at the time filmed me. So I just want you to hear her voice. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tour. Does that sound like someone that doesn't that sounds crazy? Does that sound like
When
someone that has dementia? Does that sound like someone that is out of it? No, right? And I'm being respectful. I just played. That's all he filmed, just a little bit, right? Just her,
yeah,
just saying who. That's it, right?
yeah.
I wanted to cry when she called me because she had heard me saying "Free Wendy" and she probably heard you. She's like on top of stuff,
Okay.
and she wanted to just say, and we were never like tight and like that. Like I did her show, she did my show,
Yeah.
we cool. But she heard me saying things in her defense, and she's still this media woman that she appreciates it. She's hopeful about getting out. To me, I was so pissed when I got the phone with her because I said, "You sound like you could still be doing your show right now." And she has no, she's under the control of her conservatorship and the judge. And she wants to be out. She wants to live her life. She wants to be outside. She's knowing what's going on. This woman, first of all, people like Kanye West are in a way darker, jacked up place than a Wendy
Say that
Williams.
part again.
Okay, so if he's outside, then she needs to be outside. So she ended up calling me again, and we spoke for 45 minutes.
Okay.
And again, she's hopeful. She wants to be back outside. She wants to do stuff. She like misses her life. She wants to love again. She wants to date. She wants to live her life and enjoy the fruits of her labor. She's
Yeah.
very, this is not a woman that needs to be locked away in a tower. She's not.
No. No. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. I know this is my show, but whatever. Sabrina Morrissey, until you don't do right by Wendy, ain't no good gonna come to you. And looking, I'm talking to you with the finger. I'm tight. And I was talking about this last week too on my episode, but it's crazy. Sabrina, if you're looking to exchange Wendy for someone, I know a few motherfuckers down in downtown Springfield. Some of them are my cousins. No, I'm joking. I
It's
got a
really
couple brothers,
cruel.
but it's cruel and it's inhumane. And you know what? I just want to continue to show support for Wendy Joan Williams,
I
as
love
does
it.
Claudia and all of the loungers, people who listen to my show. Claudia, when are we in trouble? In a country right now, I'm not even talking about politics yet. I'm talking about politics. 59th on the list of penis size for males in
Yeah,
the world. 59th, the USA. Now, from one dick diva to another. Because
it's
I've
really sad.
lived, like Wendy says, right? What she used to do, right?
Yes, it's sad.
How did we get here, America? Any thoughts, Claudia?
I think it's what the poisons in our food because honestly it is.
Drinking then, Jesus.
Well, no, like they say that testosterone has gone down in America over the past 20, 30 years. It's very obvious. They're like, look at the behavior, like the male, this, I'm talking about the straight men that do podcasts, like how they behave and they 50-50. I'm not taking care of no bitch. Well, who you taking care of? Okay, so I don't know what's happening, but I do like all the chemicals in our food can't be good for you. I think they're shrinking brains, they're enlarging hearts, and they're shrinking dicks because, huh?
Fabulous.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
because what is happening? No one cares about dating anymore. All my friends are single
Yeah.
and they don't even care. They're not like, oh, I'm dying for dick. Like, it's just too much drama that comes attached to it. Not saying there aren't wonderful men out there because there are, but I think a lot of them that are wonderful they're already taken. They actually saw the value in being in relationships early on. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, we have 59 plates and we have the audacity. Like American men have so much audacity. Like they're number one on the list. You better go Dominican Republic if you want to be in the
Oh
top
my
10.
God.
That's what I heard.
Well,
Or
no,
if
the
you can't make
Dominican.
it to, if you don't got a passport, if you can't make it to the Dominican Republic, take your ass down to Washington Heights in New York.
If you're in Massachusetts, they're in South Lawrence.
South,
I
oh, Mom, I think I have to come visit and go up to Boston and South Lawrence. Is that the Dominican community?
Well, and the thing is that there's a lot of guys out there with big dick energy, and we're here to shut that down if you don't really have a big one. All right, listen, I just wanted to make you laugh a little bit. I want to play a game with you, Claudia, before we get into political
Okay.
stuff, and I'm trying to be conscious of time as well too.
It's
I
all
want
good.
to
I'm not
play.
working today.
Oh Jesus. I want to play a game with you called. Bear with me. This is a low budget show. Look at this. Look at this, Claudia. Low
It's
budget.
okay. You're doing fine. Oh,
Janet's judging you.
is that your cat?
This- Yeah, that is.
So
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. She's asleep to my left. She's perfectly where I want her to be. On Janet's Judges You, this is a new game we're playing. We're talking about people that we just want to judge. And I'm just gonna go right out there and say it. Diddy.
Is it this guilty? Oh, he's the devil. The devil.
Who else would you say that we're judging today, Claudia?
Who else are we judging?
Yeah.
Of course, Donald Trump. He's always going to be on there. Kanye
That,
West.
okay, that's a good set. I want to ask you, when you were in Donald Trump's presence, did his breath smell like what his parents looked like? Go.
Didn't get that close, but he did try to kiss me twice, and I don't
Oh
remember. I
God.
think I may have blocked it, but he definitely the hair to me looked real at the time. I was at the U.S. Open with him. Melania was sitting next to him. Me and my friend Kelly were sitting right behind him, so you're above him so I was like, "Ooh, let me look at his scalp," and it looked like it was real.
No.
Yeah, it looked real. The hair was real.
Did it have volume and was it like
It
it's
was
just
thicker, but look, we're going about 12 years ago, so I think,
that
you
shit's
know what I
thinned
mean?
out with all the
Yeah.
stress that he's put this country and himself in. Listen, right now there's a lot of things going on in our country, and I know you know this. You stay on top of your political
Uh-huh.
point of views and everything that's going on. But recently, and here's the thing too. I work with children who have lead poison, right? I work with refugee families and immigrants. Sometimes kids get here sick. There's a big population here of Latinos, Puerto Ricanos, and so on. I'm a proud Puerto Rican. One of the things that they're cutting back here in America, as well as in Massachusetts, well, in all of the United States, I'm sorry, is the need for translators. They're eliminating a lot of jobs in this. They're continuing to eliminate jobs in education. The Supreme Court is practically the president's bitch at this point, for
They
excuse my
are.
language.
They
But
are.
I say all this to say sometimes I wake up and I wonder, damn, I hope that the funds don't get cut for for what I do, because then how does one pay the rent? And I'm not going back out on these streets. Look, I'm tired of working the pole.
It's hard being a hoe, right?
It's hard
No one
being a
wants to
hoe
do
in my
that. I'm
40s.
too lazy to be a hoe. I'm way too lazy.
I used to be bendy, leg used to go back here. Now I'm like, let's just order a pizza, motherfucker.
Let's just hold me.
Just hold me and
Um,
just put extra meat on that bitch. How do you feel about everything that's going on? Go.
well, I'm here for the extra meat, but that sounds really fun. Um, I think I don't know if they're trying to be the most evil administration of all times. Some of the things that they're doing, like who would have thought to cut some of these things? You're really sitting around like, what else can we take money from? How else can we hurt the people? And the people that voted for him that are poor, congratulations, you played yourself, first of all.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you thought a billionaire? gave a fuck about you? You thought a billionaire who doesn't pay his workers, right? Leaves people hanging all the time. I know I've been contacted by a few people who went out of business because they did contracting work for Donald Trump and they were smaller companies and then he would refuse to pay them. So they had taken out loans or whatever they had to do to get the products, to get the, the wood and all the stuff they needed. And he left them hanging. He's ruined people's businesses. If you ever thought this man was for the little guy, he played you. The biggest con he pulled was making poor people think that they were better. Poor white people think that they were better than a rich or a well-off black person, and they really do think that. He's got them in their bag, and it's crazy because the man that I knew was had lots of black friends and actually rocked with us, and the community rocked with him. He was in so many rap songs, like people aspired to be like the black Donald Trump, and they would put his
True.
name in rap lyrics. And I think he saw a window where, I may not be racist, well, as racist as y'all know me to be now. He did do racist shit back in the day that we later found out about. But like, if I play to these people, I'm gonna get support. And to me, that's just as bad as being a full-on racist. The fact that you have black friends in your family, I mean, black friends in your life, in your world that you claim you like and you care about, and you would be okay with assuming this role to get votes, that means you don't ever really care about the people in your life. He told me when he was trying to get at me not to waste my time with black men. And I said, why would you say that? And he said,
Oh,
well, because they don't have any money. I said, what? So just throw the whole race away? And his narcissism is crazy. But when he likes you, I get why some of these people are so intoxicated by him in his circle. When he likes you, he will fight for you. When he likes you, he don't like these poor people out there in these streets, these MAGA hats. He likes those all the Fox News girls that got the big lips and the filler and that whole MAGA makeover they all get. He likes those people that can like prop him up in the media. He's not giving a shit about the little broke guy that drives a truck that's in Idaho. He doesn't care about you. I don't know why y'all think that. Look at the farms that he's decimated. You guys voted for Trump 72%. He don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all crops are rotting. He's coming to the farms and he's having ice. Take your workers away and throw them in detention centers. He doesn't care about y'all. So black people, black farmers ain't tripping as much right now. You know why? Because they didn't get awarded the subsidies that the white ones did. So now y'all really feeling it. And black people are used to the struggle. We're used to the government not really giving us the money and the grants and all that. So black people just continuing business as usual. And that's why a lot of black people out here and brown, some are out here line dancing with the fan because we like, this ain't nothing new to us. This is nothing new to us. We are used to being in this situation where we don't have. It's the white people that are getting, the poor white people getting a wake up call like, oh my goodness, we always got subsidies. We always got grants. And now they're taking it away from us. They were supposed to only take it away from
everybody.
them.
From
And
everybody.
I wish nothing but the worst for the Latinos that voted for this man. When you have Latinos in your family that are undocumented, you may be safe in this country where
Say
you
that
think you
shit
will.
louder. Say that shit louder.
Yeah, fuck all y'all. Okay? And I thought we had a black and brown coalition where we were all on the same page. And if Latinos would let go of their goddamn racism of thinking black is so bad, and it's not Puerto Ricans, we cool with y'all. Is it the Cubans? And the Colombians, they the ones, right? That really look down upon black and brown. They want to disassociate from their roots. Oh no, I'm marry a white man. Dilute the Latino out of your blood. No. If we would posse up together, I think Latinos are what, 19% of the country and blacks are like 15. Imagine that would be 35% right there if we would just be a voting block together. Because now you see that they don't look at y'all, not you, but look at the Latino community as white adjacent. They look at y'all as the dumb, the lighter skinned
All
blacks
basura.
that we can manipulate and make them think, we like y'all more than the blacks. No, they are treating you guys worse than they're treating the black people now. And how dare you want? I don't get it. Trump started his entire campaign coming for the Mexicans. Now I know in the Latino community there's this whole hate thing with Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and oh that's an insult to call it Guatemalans. I know there's a whole caste system which y'all need to get
She's
that
talking
shit together.
facts. She's
That is
talking
as stupid
facts.
as black people with our light skin, dark skin thing that we need to get over. Stupid as fuck. Okay? Dumb. Get rid of all that shit. Be a one solid voting block. That's why they're kicking y'all out of here right now. Y'all were getting powerful. Powerful. Y'all were saving your money. You were getting businesses. And one thing about the Latino community, y'all are so good with keeping y'all families together and like putting your
Yes.
money get together and really building your community that we need to take a lesson, some of us, okay? But imagine the strength politically if we ever got it together. And I'm so disgusted at the 50 or 48 or 51% of Latinos that voted for this. You guys voted for, not, y'all voted for your abuelas to be kidnapped and sent back, and even naturalized Latinos,
Oh my
naturalized
God.
citizens. I'm sorry, that'd be pissing me off. I'm like, I don't get it. Like,
Nah.
he
I
attacked y'all
listen.
at the gates.
So I want to share something. No, no, say it with your chest out because I've been. You remember I messaged you and I said, "Yo, was it was you? Yeah. It was you. It was you." I went to Chicago to visit my sister and my nephew, and my sister was like, when we go out and hang out with my friends, you're not gonna want to wear that Kamala Harris. And I said, "Are you fucking?" That I had a T-shirt. It's like, you fucking kidding me? Now that you told me, now I want to wear it. Like I want to wear it every day. Like I want to sleep in that motherfucker. Um the Trump supporters that I met were fucking cool as fuck. I can't even lie to you, Claudia. And they
Mhm.
walked in, they were like, you can vote for whoever you want. Like, we're not that type
Good.
of however, there are some relatives, I won't say who their names are, who voted for him. Yes, yes.
In your
How dare
family.
you? How dare you all? And it's crazy. And so, in all seriousness, what she said is the truth, man. I think about the programs that my mom and my dad use. My mom's a cancer survivor, but every now and then, they have medications that are expensive. Is their healthcare going to be taken away from them? Is there I don't know, whatever programs that they're on, it's scary. I have a 92-year-old grandmother. You know this, Claudia. You have
Yeah.
relatives too. It's just like you said, our abuelas, we kind of like and then they shitted on our island in the convention.
Puerto
How
Rico is American territory. And oh my God, the
it,
disrespect of Puerto Rico. And I cannot believe any Puerto Rican would want to like support this guy. The
and
throwing of the
how the
paper towels.
throwing paper towels at us like we are just plain basura. Um, bueno, the history of America always shows if you're not, it's not really for
And
you.
can we get into white supremacy? White supremacy is a myth. What are they superior at besides stealing and raping?
Chubb.
They're not better at sports, not better at music, definitely not better at cooking, not better at fucking, not better at interior design, not better at um
Can we
swag.
give them a hall pass on the fucking part? Just in my area.
Oh,
I'm just saying, I've got stories.
oh, you have some
Those
good
down
stories.
south white boy country boys.
Okay, well, maybe some of them can fuck. Okay, I don't know. I haven't had that
Just saying,
experience.
carry on your point, my love. Carry on
But
your
I'm
point.
just saying, like, where is the white supremacy? Look at MAGA. Look how they look, like a bunch of inbreds, right? This extended large foreheads, ignorant, can't don't spell genius with a J. Go outside of any MAGA convention or rally, and it's like the dumbest of the dumb. Everybody is looking like the hills have eyes. It's very much giving Appalachia inbreeding convention, like when you see the evolution chart and it's like monkey, second one is a little bit standing, third one, that's where they all at. They're like on the third on the chart, you know what I mean? They're, and they say we the monkeys. No, y'all are. Um,
What the Marjorie Taylor Greene is going on?
she looks exactly like she's a cave bitch, okay? And lately she's been making sense. Oh my God, I've been agreeing with her lately. It's weird.
It's kind
So
of how
yeah,
you feel
like
like when you agree with Candace Owens every now and then.
oh, lately, I'm agreeing with the bad guys because some of the bad guys have a little bit of common sense when it comes to this war in Gaza.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will say that, and there's been some things I'm like, I agreed with Tucker Carlson, Candace Owen, and Marjorie Taylor Greene in 1 week, and I was like, what the hell?
Is this the end of times?
Ugh, Jesus
So
Christ.
how are you dealing with that emotionally? And as a black woman, because black people, black and brown people have, and we know the pathology of the treatment of black and brown brothers and sisters all around this country, throughout the centuries in this country. Black women especially, there's the famous quote, the most disrespected woman on the planet is the black woman. So as a sister, how are you dealing with this emotion? Because I've seen you really get into your bag in terms of, and it's not a rant, but it's just really
But
um just vocalizing, even on accidentally informed, you've got into your bag with why the fuck are when are y'all gonna leave us alone? And I hear you and I see you, but I feel like that's the sentiment, that is the pain and the voice of Black and brown people for centuries in this country. How do you deal with this emotionally these days? How do you handle and
Unfortunately,
navigate?
which is good and bad. I've been avoiding it. I just recently started watching the news, and a lot of black women have checked out, and we are needed. A lot of us, we have been at the front lines for everybody else. We've been at the front lines for black men when they're killed by police. We're in the front lines of the LGBTQ plus community, marching, fighting, voting. We're on the front lines of even white people. Okay, we are on the front lines for everybody else. And the one time we needed support back for our good sis Kamala Harris, that one time in all the presidents, we just wanted to get one woman, one black woman. I don't care how much they want to water her down and say she's 2%, 5%, 50. I don't give a shit. She ain't a white woman, okay? And she was qualified. The former vice president, one of the best senators we ever had. I used to watch her in the Senate hearings fucking them up. Okay, she was so good. So the one time we needed it back, nothing. Plus, that damn Elon helps rig the election with those computers, and I know more states are starting to produce evidence of voter irregularities, where it's like there's no way the Democratic senator candidate won by 70%, and Kamala got zero votes. So they really didn't do a good job of rigging it. And now that there's an investigation, in New York, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, there's major irregularities, and I wish the Democratic Party would get a goddamn spine and demand a recount right now. Like, someone needs to pay for it. Mark Cuban, someone with bread. But anyways, I think a lot of us are just like, where this is where you don't want us to be sick of it. A lot of us just quit. We threw our hats, we tossed in our hats like we're done. Doing the towel, I'm sorry. And we were just done. But I'm starting to kind of care again because I have to. And if we don't, we see that we are needed. And I think we were just upset at first, but I think what's in us is to save the world. So we will come out of the shadows and fight back again. But we just needed to take some time away because we all collectively got our hearts broken.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta
Yeah.
shut this door. Vacuum's on.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Hey, Los's Lounge podcast is available on your favorite podcast app. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and please don't forget to follow Claudia Jordan on all her social media, and her YouTube channel, Life with Claudia Jordan. Run coming into theaters August 29th. Please make sure you check that out. Right now on BET Plus, you can catch the reruns of College Hill,
Oh yeah.
and also listen, go on a YouTube hole like I do. I love playing music videos. You will see Claudia dip it and do it, as Wendy used to say. I love Wendy, so I always point a lot of her isms just because, damn it, man, that woman is,
Are you in New
you know,
York? Where do you live? Where are you?
I'm
Massachusetts
in
or New York?
Western Massachusetts. I'm in Springfield,
Oh, you're
Massachusetts,
in
home of
Springfield.
basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, home of basketball. Springfield's come up a lot. I mean, we have a casino now. There's a big art scene now. There's a lot of murals, a lot of it's coming up. I mean, I was raised here. Why am I still here? I don't know. But it's come a long way.
Massachusetts is ranked number one in a lot of things, though. Like it's the blue,
Absolutely.
you're the bluest state in the country, and y'all have the best healthcare, education. You're like top two in everything. Education, quality of life, happiness is in the blue states. The red states, it's all bad. I think it's Oklahoma or Mississippi or Louisiana. It's one of those swamp, well, it's, down south,
Oh yeah,
whatever. It's
I
one of them.
smell bacteria already. Are you kidding me?
And they're
Jeez.
ranked, I think, like bottom, like second, bottom three of everything. And they're the reddest state. So red state policies are not good for the people. They're not. They're
Yeah,
just not.
we have a lot of wonderful things going on here in Massachusetts, and just like you said, we are a blue state that is thriving in healthcare, education, and there's a lot of wonderful things about Massachusetts as well. Don't get me wrong; I don't want to die out in this state, but
Isn't your
I'm
governor
still here.
gay? Is your governor gay? I think
The woman, isn't it a woman? It's
I think she's
Warren's
I think she's the
Governor.
first lesbian like known, I think. Let me make sure before I
Oh, you
spread
would
some.
think as a gay guy I would know this, Claudia. I'm
You better
like the
get your
gay guy.
LGBTQ news together. What'd you say?
Oh my goodness. Look, I'm the one gay guy that is so over the community and the rainbow that I'm
Are
about to
you?
go. Well, do you have time to talk about it? Because
I
I'm
do.
very unfiltered with it. Because let me just tell you, my dear friend Chris Surretz, who was a producer on the Sherry Shepherd show, he was with me on the last episode, and a former producer on the Wendy show. And we were talking about this, and I kind of started to get into my bag about
Excuse me, sorry. First lesbian Massachusetts Attorney General becomes Maura Healey becomes first lesbian Massachusetts governor.
Well, then
Just
I am no good to the community anymore.
you better know your LGBTQ facts now.
I know the history of it, but every other day there's another motherfucking letter. There's another sensitive motherfucker out there crying wolf. And then you have people coming up that you've got linebackers in a halter top talking. I gotta watch what I say because
I
I
know.
want the show one day to get picked up and all that stuff. Listen, what I'm
Okay,
trying to say is that I'm old school gay, right? And I don't know, man. I just miss the days of it was just less is more because we were fighting for respect and acceptability. The marriage thing for me personally, Claudia, and I know you didn't ask for all this. I
it's
don't
okay.
care because whatever. I can barely find a boyfriend these days. So marriage, whatever. I want everyone to have equal rights. I want my trans friends to be protected. I want everyone to be protected, but I just can't co-sign a lot of this new age stuff of this generation. It's just not for me. I've already done the marches, I've done the fights, I've done the protests, of all that, but how do I co-sign something that I don't agree with? And when I let me be very clear, like the pronouns thing and just that and the other. And I have a hard time with guys, and like if you feel like you were born a woman, live your life. God bless you. But like when you're looking like Shannon Sharp and you sound like my father and you got a little bit of mustache here, I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck if I'm gay or not. Me personally, I'm always gonna protect women and children first. That comes first. As a man, I'm a God-fearing man, regardless of what, and that comes first. Please don't take any offense, anybody. These are just my views.
And it's
Um,
fine. Listen, it's fine to have your opinion. The thing that's not fine is when people go out of their way to hurt people that they disagree with, right? So you can identify as whatever. Like there's people that identify as furries now, right? Like I feel like I'm a cat. That's fine, okay? You're not, but okay. You have nothing to do with my life. So I'm not going to go out of my way to go hurt the I think I'm a cat community, okay? Not to trivialize the community, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like where we get into problems is
okay.
people leading with that. I think you shouldn't lead. I think you should lead with who you are as a person and
Yeah.
leading with that and wanting, I don't know, putting so much on like I hardly ever talk about my sexuality or my how I identify or my gender. Those three things, I know they're two different things. I don't. It's just it's not my number one thing about who I am. It's my number one thing is my personality, if
Yeah.
I'm caring, being
Yeah.
honest, those type of things. When you lead with these things, I think that it kind of uh, it becomes your entire personality. And then, of
Well
course,
said.
everything's going to be offensive to you. So it's like we got to find that balance where we can be respectful of each other that's different. Okay, you choose to be like this, or you feel that this is how you are, fine. But like some people are doing too much on one side with being oppressive to these people, and some people are doing too much on the other side with like creating a new letter. You know what I mean? Where it's like, wait, what? And then
Yeah.
you get penalized if you're not up to date on everything and you didn't get the
Yeah.
latest up. And you're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was offensive. So I would like to be updated on what is now offensive and what is not.
And
'Cause
that's the thing. It's just like, man, when did everybody become so sensitive? Because my thing is, if I can handle a dick, I can take a joke.
you would think, but now it seems like a joke is more painful than a dick. So that brings us to the
Damn.
first part of the show. Maybe dick size is really going down and smaller. See how we brought it back to square one?
Oh man, Claudia Jordan in the building. What a blessing. This is the conversation. I've been promoting it online. I've been doing my best. I feel so blessed. I want to wind this down with two big topics.
Mhm.
And again, I'm being mindful of your time. I know you said, but I want to be
It's
respectful.
fine, Lowe's. It's all good.
Yo, I
I'm gonna go
appreciate
do my
that.
second workout and go like run or something. I'm not doing shit today.
Yo, I really appreciate that. Thank you,
Yeah,
my
no,
lovely.
you've been supporting. You support everything I do. I see you always when we do accidentally informed. You're always in the comments. You always support. You always promote. It's the least I could do for you. Trust me. And I will get you Erica if you want her next week or whenever. I'll get you
Please,
her.
as soon as possible. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, please and thank you.
Mhm.
Um, Thank you, Mama.
course.
One of the things that you shared, and this is why I see you as Claudia Jordan, your mother's child, not the celebrity. I mean, I'm fangirling inside because I'm groupie bitch number one. Um, as gay guys, we love our women in power, don't we? By the way, before I get to that, how do you navigate now walking into a room full of men, whether it's a business deal or just business wise, maybe? We know this is a very sexist society. We know guys sometimes just think they're the shit when they're not, or whatever. How are you managing that? Does that get easier as the years go, or is it something that's getting harder?
It's easier now because the more famous you are and the more time you put in, you definitely feel like I definitely feel more powerful now than I was 5 years ago because now I'm proven. I think when I first was starting off, you're more timid, like, give me a chance, let me prove myself. Okay, it's a done deal. I done survived cancellation like 10 times, shows being canceled, me getting canceled, being blacklisted, taken off the blacklist, proving myself, proof of concept, am I a viable talent? Being on then I think really the last 5 years with Fox Soul and like people know that I created those shows. That took me to a different level. My phone started ringing with different people like that were wanting opportunities and want to work with me. And now people, I just got a deal memo, a deal for someone wants me to cast their movie. Like I'm not like they want me to be a casting director. People want me to produce movies or help them like get their show out there. And that's a compliment to me. So it's a little bit different now. I feel more powerful now than before because I'm proven. But when you first start, I seen girls do like the most goofy shit. Remember my Genuine video I did 1997, 98? There was a girl on set that she was just an extra, right, in the audience, probably getting like $100 for the day. And she was in the front row. She took her shirt off and threw it on stage in her bra. And in the video for Only When You're Lonely, okay, true T here, there's a scene where he has a red bra in his hand. He's like, and he's laughing. That was not planned. They cut her out of the video, kicked her off the set, get out of here because there was a female executive on set with her kid on set. So that wasn't supposed to happen. So they got her out of there, calmed everyone down. But in the video, the people that were there know. So that's a little exclusive for you.
Thank you.
He's holding a bra and it's her bra. So I remember when she was getting ready to leave and they were excusing her, she was getting kicked off the set. I was the lead and I said, why'd you do that? Can I ask you? She says, I mean, it's Hollywood. I just thought I'd get discovered. I'm like, you think you're gonna get discovered by taking your top off in front of the executive? I'm sorry, she was getting $50 to be there. And I
Oh,
never saw that girl again.
so she had cab fare to go back home.
Well, barely.
$50. Damn it, man.
So
What's
like
one of
my
the
point was like that's like people will do shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
She felt
yeah.
powerless. She thought that that was the thing that was going to get her in. But when girls exchange or guys exchange sex for a part or an opportunity, they may be the hot girl or guy for maybe a summer or two. And I know some people that really did blow up off of doing that, right? But they usually get a hot girl season or two and then they fizzle out. So when I hear people try to put that on me, I'm like, I'm too lazy to do that, first of all. And you don't get to be around for 30 years with doing stuff like that. You just don't, and you would look weathered and tore down and drained. And I remember one girl that did it and got on the show with this really popular producer that was known to like black girls, right? He put her on some things, and then when he was done with her, he would tell his producer friends, she with it. So now she got to let him run through her. And then now they put the word, they're all
Man.
friends. They're all friends. So once you do it once, like that's word on the street. But they know I've never said yes to it. I've had there's one producer in Hollywood that is one of the biggest to ever do it, okay? And he was interested in me. And my life could have changed if I would have just gone into
Yeah.
door number two, and I didn't. Maybe I should
Mm.
have. Should.
Oh, jeez.
I'm tired, Los.
Oh my God.
All this, I was talking to my friends. I go, did we choose wrong with this integrity thing? Because is it overrated? Because we did it the right way. And we were like, what fucking good did it do us? And I'm like, no, I do feel good about myself. But I see girls that just, their job was they dated somebody rich. They married an
Yeah.
athlete and they got shows because they were such and such's wife. And I'm like,
Wow.
I'm over here still grinding. I should have just
Oh
married them,
my.
one of them dumb athletes that try to get at me back in the day, one of them rappers. But I didn't.
Well, you know what? Let's get right into it because that's what I was going to mention. And one of the stories that you that really hit me, and we talked about this privately on Instagram, but abuse in relationships, what that does to the psyche afterwards, and how you deal with relationships afterwards. And you were very vulnerable enough to share on Accidentally Informed with Erica Cobb every Wednesday on YouTube. Don't forget to hit subscribe to their to their podcast on your favorite podcast platform. What's the one you do with Carlos King? I forgot.
Reality with the King on Monday nights.
Carlos King, and a big shout out to Dustin as well. He's cool. I like Dustin a lot. He's
Yes.
really, really cool.
Solid.
That's his name, correct? Right, Dustin?
Dustin Ross, and he's amazing.
Oh,
He's
shout
doing
out to
stand-up
him. God
comedy.
bless him. God
Hmm.
bless him. Um, you were very vulnerable and transparent in abuse, and you share whatever you want to share. I don't want you to have to relive anything or
Yeah.
whatnot. Share what you feel comfortable, but if you can just explain to me or share with me that your history with that and whatnot, because I can so identify with that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've had multiple kinds of abuse, sexual abuse, from a guy that was not my boyfriend, and it just was tragic. And then he also tried to like blackmail me and my friend afterwards. It was horrible. And he was trying to be an entertainer. I think he lives in Massachusetts or Providence. And yeah, I'll tell you his name later on. And like his shit never took off. But I just turned 18. I just graduated high school. I had my whole life in front of me, and he kind of almost ruined my life for a while. Like I was definitely traumatized. Like had trouble dating after that. He like basically took it, raped me. And I remember like just like guys would try to I would just be very jumpy around men and just like, scary, and I kept it to myself. And I remember one time going on a girls trip with my friends. I was very quiet back then and did not talk about sex. And I was on a girls trip with some of my more sexual friends. They were Caribbean and one was West African, and they don't have as many hangups as American girls about sex, right? And we were all talking about sex, and I ended up telling the story. And why did I not find out that four of the girls on the road trip had similar experiences where he tried to rape them or did rape them? And I was like, damn, like us, the shame stopped us all from talking about it. Had we at all known that what that word on the street is, and a lot of times women and men protect their abusers, and that's how they get away with it, doing it over and over. And we've seen the Diddy trial. People are afraid. They think no one's gonna believe me. And this was a regular guy that lived in Rhode Island. So imagine someone that has like power and wealth. So I just want people to just stop saying what you would have done, because when you're young and inexperienced and you freeze up, you take a lot of the guilt. Like it's my fault. I should have fought harder. I don't know why my body froze. And I just want people to. I just hate that, especially in my community. Whenever a woman comes out against a famous black celebrity, it seems like it's always the first instinct is to attack this woman, that she's a slut, a whore, and a gold digger. Do you know how hard it is to come forward? I never press charges on mine because I still feel a little terrified about it. And this is a guy with no power. And it happens if you're in a group of 4 or 5 people, at least half of them have had some kind of sexual abuse. And if you don't believe sexual abuse is that common, go to meganslaw.com and put your address in there and see how many are in your neighborhood. Every neighborhood has tons of them, tons of them. So I tend to be a little bit more take the side of the person that's bold enough to explain or tell that they were abused. And I'm not so quick to be like, oh, they're lying. Just because I may like the person that they're accusing. No, scumbags are celebrities too. Trust and believe. It's sometimes the biggest scumbags.
The biggest scumbags. I mean, R. Kelly, I think Robert,
Talented as hell. Like you can be
talented
talented
as
and
hell.
be, an evil person. I mean, very successful people. A lot of times, there's some narcissism there, and they think that they have a God complex. Just like they say that some doctors are like that. They feel like they have God complex because they can save people's lives. So, if you're not careful and you don't have a lot of self-awareness, you got to keep a checks and balances on your own ego. I could easily be arrogant after coming from the Essence Festival. When I tell you so many people came out to me and was showing me love, if I was an asshole, I could take that positive energy and make it negative. Like "Pfft, these bitches all on my like they on me.
Right, right,
Since
right,
Essence, I gained like 120,000 followers out of nowhere.
you said that. Yep,
You
yep.
cannot let that blow you up. You got to be grateful.
Yeah,
Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, thank you. I
yeah,
hope y'all stay around. Not like I'm above you now. Why?
yeah, yeah,
We're not saving lives. We're like
yeah,
talking shit on a microphone for a living. I'm playing
yeah,
make
yeah, yeah, yeah,
so, you know.
yeah. I think your story really resonated. I was a 19-year-old boy who ugh, in the middle of college and working hard and really staying focused and kind of working towards my dream, I fell in love for the first time with with someone, and that was 3.5 years of just toxicity and fighting and getting my ass beat. And the same person that taught me how to fight was the same person I ended up having to defend myself with,
Oh
and
my
it was
God.
just. No, I'm really serious. And the good thing about this particular story that I'm sharing with you is that this person and I have reconciled even afterwards. We've apologies were made, and we remained really good friends,
Did he
really, really.
change? Did he get help or therapy or anything or no?
Can I be honest with you? No,
Mhm.
because I've heard and even from his mouth and from others, the people that he would date afterwards, he would get handsy with them too. And I know that came from the relationship when he was younger before he experienced that
Mhm.
and he didn't break that cycle. Lovely person, but it is what it is. So when you shared your story, that's not only something that you went through. I heard you, I felt you, and
Mhm.
that's something that millions of people go through, as you say, especially women. So I encourage any woman, and every woman, to please speak up. And I know, I mean, I couldn't fill your shoes, but I can only imagine what that
No, but
feels
we
like.
have that in common. And I feel like people don't take it as seriously when it's a man, and I think that's messed up. Like I
Yeah,
feel like you shouldn't shame like men that through abuse, especially
yeah,
sexual abuse.
yeah,
I know some men that, they feel like they're confused about their sexuality because they were molested as children, and then they put it on themselves like,
yeah,
did I give something off that I'm gay and I'm not, or now I'm confused, I don't know what I am, and they just sometimes get substance abuse. They have substance abuse issues and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really sad. And
yeah.
I think that's horrible. So no, and I think people got to stop shaming men that when they share their stories of abuse, that is a hard thing, and like take it as seriously. Like don't, it's not
Yeah,
nothing to joke about. It's not funny. The only
yeah,
time it may be funny is if it's a horrible person that maybe gets their payback in prison. That's the only time I'm like, all right. But other than that, you know,
oh
like
yeah,
if
yeah. All right. Well, we've hit political and social heat. We've talked about your new project. We've talked about your career highlights. We've talked about your beautiful mom and your family, and your cooking. We've talked about everything from supporting Wendy Williams to
Mhm.
accidentally informed, and reality kings. I'm sorry.
Reality with the king
Reality with the Kings with Karlos King.
and Dustin
Shout out to
Cross.
Karlos King. See, I'm Carlos with a K. He's Carlos with a C.
Mhm.
And to Dustin as well too. But one thing we have not talked about is Claudia. Here's my immaturity.
Yes.
You're a pussy.
Oh, sure. Let's talk about it. She hasn't gotten attention in a
Six.
while.
No, not
Oh
that
wait, you mean my
pussy.
cats?
Your pussy cat. Six.
Oh,
Hi, cat
six.
mom. From one cat dad to a cat mom. Come on, cats rule. Come
I love
on.
cats and I love people that like cats too. I think because cats are not like dogs. Dogs are hoes of the animal world. They go to anybody. You don't have to earn their loyalty. They're too eager. They're like just run to anyone, sniff everyone's butt, lick everyone's butt. They don't care. You can pay a dog off with one little piece of kibble and they will go for it. A cat is not impressed with your bullshit. A cat is like,
Nope.
uh,
You got
let me
you got
check
to
out your
work for the
energy.
pussy. You got to work for the
Well,
pussy, honey.
exactly. Cats don't give it up for everybody. They do not.
No,
And
they don't.
unlike bitch ass dogs,
Oh,
cats would never work with the police to turn on you.
oh,
They would never turn
oh.
you in. They would never sniff out your drugs and your weed and it's up here. Cats would be like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
drugs?
No, they'll probably help you escape. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
Um, what's a completely uh, ordinary moment from your week that brought you unexpected joy?
Mm, so my friend April had a birthday dinner the other day and she's awesome. She's super rich, okay? Rich. Like no gift I could ever give her is like gonna make a dent in her world. But there was another lady there, and I haven't seen her in a while. And we were all together having a good time celebrating April. But I noticed some old girl was like going through it. Like she was there for her friend, but she had the eyes like she's going through it. So when everybody left the party in the bar, we just sat around and talked. And it's the most I ever talked to this girl. And we sat and talked, and she shared things about her life, and she's going through it. And so the next day, I said, listen, I need you to get your glow back and to work on you. So I need you to every day, you're always giving to everyone else, helping this person, that person. Every day, I need you to do something for yourself every day, even if it's like just taking yourself to get ice cream. So the
Yes.
very next day, we chatted. We met up, went to the gym together. We did a workout, and she sent me like a beautiful text today, and she's like, because I asked if she wanted to work out again. I'm gonna try to like help her out of this funk. And she was like, you don't know how much that means to me. Like it means the world to me that you did that. And I'm like, all I was just doing was just being me and just like asking questions because all too often people just me and I and me and they don't really listen to you. They just pause long enough to jump back in and say something about themselves. And if I can help her in any way, I want like I'm good with my friends. I call it my breakup boot camp, helping you get over like whoever like hurt you. I'm like, we're going on a trip, girl. Let's go here. Let's go
Yeah.
make you feel better.
Yeah.
So it just made me feel good that I helped her feel better that day. You know, it
Yeah.
was nothing,
Yeah.
but it was something to her.
Those
Yeah.
rewarding moments, those aha moments,
Yeah.
soul moments, right? That really feeds us and nourishes us. For example, I'm living in that moment right now, talking with you, and again, I'm just being so appreciative of you and your time. I I want to wind this episode down with two games, if it's okay with
Of
you.
course.
The first game I have, and this is a low budget ass indie podcast, so here we go. Confessions in the lounge. Oh, Claudia, please,
Hilarious.
fucking show, I swear.
Is
Oh, please. Not you waking up looking at me, judging me now. Janet's judging me.
that your
Uh,
mom?
no,
Where's your
mom's
mom?
really, I'm sorry, my love. She's not really outside. Um,
Oh, I
my,
thought your mom was really there.
no, no, she was. I was messing with you. I was messing with you. I was
Good
trying to be
actor.
fun. Thank you. I'm up for an award for best supporting actor. Confessions in the lounge. I'll share a confession with you. You share a confession with me, and we'll see where the conversation. Oh my God, here we
Okay.
go. Okay, confession. Well, oh man. Mom and dad, I know you're going to watch this when I release this on YouTube. Mom and dad, put it on mute for the next 3 minutes and please don't be mad. So when I was 19, this very same ex that I used to tell you that I used to get, I was Tina Turner rolling down the river.
Oh my God.
Um, I remember this is God, honest, true story. So we were
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
all this
Oh
in the
wow.
back of my 1981 Toyota Corolla Tercel. I was 19 years old, AM radio only, no cassette tape. And in the middle of the session, what do we hear?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we just get dressed real quick. We jump in the front seat. Cops come. He's like, "Hi, what's going on? We're getting complaints, random car in the neighborhood." And he can tell we were up to no good. And all I could think about was, I am going to be a 19-year-old college student on the sex offender list for getting
Yeah,
caught
you came
for
close.
having sex with my partner in the back of my car. Great. That's my confession. Mom and dad, I'm so sorry. It never got arrested. I'm not on any list, and I've learned my lessons even as an adult. Your turn, Claudia.
You never did it again? Oh, you did.
You know what? You shut your mouth and stay out of grown man's business, young lady.
Okay. Okay, mom, I don't want you to hear this. So I was dating someone in LA that was younger than me by 11 or 12 years, and he was cute, and we were messing around. I was going through I told the story before. I had a root canal and I had a temporary crown on my tooth. So I was on top and the lights were really, it was really, really dark in my apartment. So I didn't think he could see this, but while I was doing it, I bit down and my crown came off. I didn't think he could see it.
No.
So I went like this. I didn't even skip a beat and put my tooth on the nightstand. And his young ass eyes were so good. He said, "Was that your tooth?" And
No.
I I
No.
immediately felt the age difference at that point. He can say, I fucked the tooth out of that old bitch. Like he can say that. Yep. It's my confession. These are my confessions. Yeah.
These were her confessions. I don't know.
Shout
All
out to you
right,
if
that
you're
might be the
watching it.
last time I have that segment on the show.
I like it.
Jesus.
It's a good segment.
And finally, we have come down to the end of the episode. And every episode, I end it with a one-word association game.
Yeah.
Um, but before we get to that, Claudia Jordan, actress, model, entrepreneur, media mogul. I mean, she's awesome. I mean, you can see it, you can feel it, you can see the energy. She's beautiful. And she will read you for filth. By the way, we haven't had too much of a petty moment, but is it, you know what? Let's keep it. Let's not be day class. Say it's been good. It's been good. It's been good.
We
It's
just
been
talked about you fucking in a car. It's not like we've been classy the whole show.
leg all back. I had a foot
Leg all
imprint on
back.
the
I know it
window.
was. I know it was.
Um, oh, before we get to the one word association game, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Who's the top and who's the bottom is the game I want to play with you. Now I'm gonna name two men, and you're gonna
Okay.
tell me if they were getting who would be the top and who would be the bottom? And the
Okay.
first example, I think, are your colleagues whenever you attend on the Breakfast Club. By the way, big shout out to brother Leonard McCalvey. I have some of your books here, Shook Ones, and that brother, his evolution,
Yeah. Yeah.
incredible. DJ Envy or Charlemagne the God, who would be the top and who would be the bottom?
I think Envy would be the top and Charlamagne would be the bottom because Charlamagne has the bigger ass.
And the hips.
Yeah, his
And the
hips.
hips.
And he knows
Okay.
this. We've already discussed, I'm not
No,
slandering him.
no. He's well, when you pull up to the Breakfast Club with that wig, Charlemagne, I love you,
Yeah.
brother.
And Envy has like that beige rage. I think he's probably aggressive with it too.
Oh, the beige
If he
rage.
was, he's not. But if he was.
Gentlemen, with all due respect, but you guys are one move away from being at the Pride Festival next year. All right. And I love that show. God bless them.
Yes.
Putin and Trump.
Well, we all heard the rumors about Trump's penis, so he has to be a bottom because he's too small to be a top.
So
And he,
Trump's the reason why we're in 59th place.
yeah, because his mushroom brings us down to the lower percentile. So Trump is definitely the bottom, but is angry that he can't be. He's only not a top because he doesn't have the equipment. Tops have to be blessed. So I believe he would be a bottom, and I believe Putin because Putin has that silent strength, silent like energy. Like his energy is silent, strong but silent. He's quiet. He don't talk that much. Trump running his mouth, so he's the one that's more bitchy. He's the one that's more like yes, So yeah. Trump's the bottom.
So Putin's a power top for sure.
Yes. And I
Balls
think and I
deep.
think Trump would be a lazy bottom too. He's not a power bottom.
Now you gotta, Claudia, every now and then.
Trump's not throwing it back.
I
He's
like to
too
throw it
lazy.
back. I like to throw this little ass in a circle.
I'm a power bottom too, so I'm with you.
Hey. Uh, God, let's
I
get to
like
the
this
one
game.
more.
It's a great game.
Thank you. One more. I don't want to get my ass kicked, but Usher and Chris Brown. Highly talented. No disrespect to you, gentlemen. God bless you. It's just a game.
I think they would be both tops.
Mm.
I can't. I know them. I can't even play with that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget who I'm talking to. You know what? Let's not play this game. Honey, you know everyone. And when are you going to put the book out?
I need to work on it. Now that Chat GPT is around, because I always like, do I want to sit there and tell someone everything? Maybe I just be like all these other authors now and just use Chat GPT.
Well, one word association game. Please follow Claudia Jordan on all your social medias. Run is coming out August 29th nationwide.
Yes.
She's working on so many projects, accidentally informed with the one and only Erica Cobb. Peace to you and love. And any other projects you have coming out before we continue this one word association game,
I'll,
before we
I'll
end
be
it?
on Dish Nation next week and on Side Dish. Side Dish is a spinoff of Dish Nation, so I'm going to Atlanta to do that. We're going to be on a few episodes. That's back on Fox Soul, so clearly I didn't burn the bridge. Okay. I'm doing Nick Cannon's Spade show next week in LA. Then I start another film on the 28th in LA. And I have some appearances coming up too. I'll post them on my page. But yeah,
Excellent.
it's busy. And this podcast.
Yes.
and your
Yes, yes,
podcast.
Los's Lounge. You have blessed us
Lotus's Lounge.
with your time and your energy and your greatness. Listen, one word association game goes like this. I give you three words, you give me three back. And when you just say the first word that comes to your mind, I know you know. Very
Yep,
simple, very simple. So the first word I have for you is respect.
me.
Her. I am
Hmm.
fangirling over here. I am doing cartwheels. Honey, I'm living. My edges are snatched. Like I am serving you. My head looks like a kneecap. It's knuckle
It's very
realness.
smooth though.
You snatched all my edges, darling. Um freedom of expression. And I know that's more than one word, but freedom
Hmm.
of expression.
Oh, that's the phrase.
I'm sorry, my love. Freedom of expression is your second word. Go.
Um, necessary. Necessary.
And
Hmm.
love.
Mm, love. Evasive.
Mm. Can
Tricky.
I can I ask you something with
Of
personal
course, of
with
course.
without crossing the line?
It's fine.
Um or just without overstepping my boundary, I should say. Do you ever have moments privately where you wish you had kids and husband and all that? And if you do, does that bring your energy down? And the only reason why I'm asking you this, I'm gonna be real honest with you, is because a lot of the times I talk with Harry, who's my co-host,
Hmm.
and I'm an out and proud guy, yeah. And I know I was talking all that shit earlier, but a lot of the times, Claudia, behind the scenes, I talk with my brother, and I'm like, I really wish I found a woman and I had my family, and I like there's so many things that he has that I really look up to, and that's not to say that I can't do that with a man, right? But I
Hmm.
don't have family and my own kids, and sometimes it gets me a little sad. I'm not gonna lie,
Hmm.
right? Because none of us are getting any younger. So I'm wondering, do you ever go through that? Do you ever experience that?
Yes, but not anymore. It used to be really bad. I used to really hate Christmas because it would make me feel very like all the years I was grinding, grinding, grinding. I wouldn't always be able to go home for Christmas, but when I did, it wouldn't feel good because my brother did the whole family thing. So we go to his house. He's got the wife and the kids in the house, and they do the family trips and the fishing pictures, and he's dad of the year. And I look at the nieces, I'm like, damn, I don't have that. And I would compare like I have all this fly stuff, but eventually I'm gonna get too old for that. And I would feel like, what if? But like it would really be hard for me. I would cry at Christmas and sometimes I would avoid going home so I wouldn't have to see that. And my mother would be so mad at me, like, why are you not coming home for Christmas? I'm like, she didn't understand like how that like how it affects me. But now it's I hit I got to a certain age where it stopped being like that. And now talk to a lot of women that are now feeling that they can be honest. And a lot of women, when you ask them one on one, some of them say if they could do it all over again, they wouldn't necessarily have gone down that path. I know a lot of unhappily married people that are just
Okay.
saying that this is their everything and what they're supposed to say, but you can tell with the dead, sad look in their eyes that they lost something. Now, of course, I also have great examples of happily married people that are very happy with the kids, but it's rare. Like a lot of people married someone because pressure from the family or society. So they just kind of married the first person that was around or whoever they were dating at the time, that was their wife or their husband. Not necessarily the person I feel like I can't live without. And if it's not that where I'm like, oh, this is the person. If you're not making my life better, I'd rather like I'm telling you, things have changed, especially like there's so much peace in my life right now. And I never really was dying to have kids. So when people try to shame me like, oh, bitch, don't have no kids. Where your husband? I'm like, where are my kids? Where they're supposed to be in heaven. It's not
Yeah,
for
yeah,
every,
yeah.
it's
No,
not
I
for,
understand.
and it's okay. There's
Yeah.
so many unfit people out here that should have never had babies. And, I feel like your baby is up there in heaven. And then when it's time and they choose you to be they come on down. And I never really was dying that because I never really had the man in my life where I felt like, I feel like I could do forever with you and that you're not going to go anywhere and you'd be a great dad. There was always something that was a little bit missing. So I'm glad I didn't just have a baby with someone.
Okay.
Cause yeah, I don't. I
Yeah.
did, but maybe because
Yeah.
I'm 52 now. But I will say
Yeah.
in my 40s, I had somewhat of a hard time at there were some years where I was like, did I fuck up? But I never felt I was missing it enough to, okay, let me go ahead and do it. There was one time I wanted to have a baby and it didn't work out, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, my life is so peaceful and so fulfilling for me. I'm not living for somebody else. Maybe I do not give a fuck if people think that is selfish. I don't care. It's okay for some of us to be selfish. There are some people that were meant to be mothers and fathers, and they should be. And there's a whole lot of people that should have never gone anywhere near unprotected sex, and they should have never been parents. And I enjoy my life. I feel like I can give back in other ways. I'll rather help someone else's kids, or
Yeah.
my prom project I do with kids and helping them out. I get a lot of fulfillment. I don't like a mess. Now with the prices so high, I went grocery shopping the other day for like one and a half people. Actually, it was for me and my ex. Like we just had tacos and stuff. It was so expensive. And I said to him, "Can you imagine if we had a family, like we had kids with us and we do well? What is the how is the average person getting
Yeah.
by right now?"
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't know if you're really missing anything. And a lot of times, kids are annoying. Like they're not all good. Like somebody was Jeffrey. Once upon a time, Jeffrey Dahmer was a kid. Putin was a kid. Donald Trump was a kid. Stephen Miller was a kid. Steve Bannon was a kid. These are all assholes. Imagine if you were the parents of Marjorie Taylor Greene. Listen, big assholes were once upon a time little assholes, and they could have been avoided. And I stand on that.
Every time we talk about Marjorie, I just think about when you call her. What is this? Who do you say that she looks
Gary
like?
Busey. Gary Busey.
Mickey Rourke
Or Mickey
looking
Rourke.
motherfucker. Mickey
Mickey
Rourke
Rourke.
looking motherfucker. All right. I don't even want three words back. I have had the best time with you. I'm in all gratitude. I can't thank you enough, beautiful
My
lady.
pleasure.
Um, honey, the 50s, this is what it looks like, baby. Some of y'all motherfuckers out here in your 20s and your 30s, and you're cracking, you're withering.
Because you got some badass kids stressing you out, a badass baby daddy that does not pour into you and just drains. You see the trend on TikTok. They show beautiful women and then they show how their life got drained out of them from the wrong relationship. I was there before and I was looking like that, where I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my God, like what happened? My beauty is gone. That shit ain't no, listen,
That
no
stress.
pores. I'm 52. Look at the skin, you guys. Look at my skin.
Show it off, mama.
No stress,
Yes.
no hair loss.
Fabulous.
I'm
Fabulous.
just
And
saying.
she's not eating processed food. Stop with those fucking ramen noodles, y'all.
Oh yeah, I almost made some last night, but I didn't do it.
Oh, here we go. Jesus. This has been Los's Lounge. I am Carlos Reyes, otherwise known as Los. This is my homie, Claudia Jordan. And once again, I can't think. Did you hear the car horn? How hood? How
No?
hood? Oh, good. Perfect. So then you know what? I blew my own cover. There's people honking the horn. From my heart to yours, Claudia, thank you for your time. Thank you for your contribution to film, media, and everything you
My
do.
pleasure.
And also, I want you to know that this conversation was a big masterclass for me, and just in doing what I'm doing. I'm trying. I mean, after 4.5 years, it's my passion project that has, I mean, look who I'm talking to today.
You're fun. Let
God
me
is good.
record a promo for you real quick so you can like you want to cut. I
Let's
can just
do it. Let's
okay.
do it. Let's do it.
Okay. What day, when does it come on? Just whenever?
I was gonna post it tonight. I might just post it tomorrow morning.
Okay. And they can get it wherever you get your podcast.
Wherever you get your podcast and on YouTube as well too.
And it's Los Lunch. Okay. Okay.
Loses with an
Losis.
S. Yeah.
Okay.
What right? Because with apostrophe, you don't have to put another S afterwards, right? Because the
Nope, you don't.
apostrophe. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay, grammatically, I still remember something from school.
Okay. Hey guys, it's your girl Claudia Jordan, and I am so wait, one more time.
Let me get you on the main speaker. Here we go.
Okay.
Go for it.
Hey guys, it's your girl Claudia Jordan, and I am so excited to share this interview I just did with one of my faves, Carlos Reyes. And make sure you check out our interview on Los's Lounge, anywhere you get your podcast. It's a great show. Listen, this guy is a diamond that just has not been discovered yet, but I discovered him, and we're gonna blow this thing up. He is so talented, so funny, so compassionate, so smart, and he has backseat car sex, okay? So how can you not love him? Make sure you tune into Los's Lounge and support the show and spread the word like he was spreading them cheeks. Okay, bye y'all.
Just ass up. Just just bottoms up. Just ridiculous. And
I
that's
don't know if you're
Claudia
bottom or top.
Jordan.
Sorry, no offense.
I am versatile, but when the time calls,
Oh,
we'll
okay, of
talk
course.
about that at another time.
And
Thank you for
I'll make sure to get you Erica, and maybe I'll see if.
please and thank you,
Mhm.
please. And I'll be on tomorrow night watching. I'm proud of you. Thank you for inspiring me, and thank you for taking time out of your day to be here with me.
My pleasure. It was fun. It was a really fun interview.
Thank you. I'm glad that makes my heart smile.